You are tuning in with Mistress Dazzy. Um, by popular demand and request, I definitely was asked to do a cord cutting ritual for some people who have been dealing with some things. I felt like the full moon was the perfect time to do that. And so here it goes. Right now I'm getting ready to dress my candles. As you can see, I am putting on gloves because I do have a bunch of essential oils that I'm using, and they're kind of potent. I do have my candles. This is of course female. This is of course male. These are gonna kind of stimulate those kind of connections with those people that we are wanting to break. And so I'm gonna dress them, and then we are going to infuse these candles with our intent, which is to let go of those toxic energies, let go of those toxic ties that we have with people that aren't serving us any good, for situations that has happened in our past and happened in our life that we're not able to kind of heal from and let go. We are going to infuse our candles with that energy so that we can let it go, free ourselves, and reclaim our energy back. For those who sent in their payment to the Cash App to be included, I have included your name in this ritual. I put it on the candles so that your name is actually in the ritual. So as the candle burns, not only is it going to be working for me, but it's going to be working for y'all as well. So here we go. I'm going to dress my candles. And for those who are wondering, this is not something that's hard to do, right? It's really easy. It's all about your intent. It's all about what you're wanting to get rid of, what you're wanting to be free from, what kind of things you want to attract for yourself. A lot of people feel like whenever you're doing things like this, there has to be a whole a whole thing. You have to be right under the moon naked and howling at the moon, all this crazy stuff, but it's really not that difficult. You can essentially use stuff that you have in your house. um, you can go out and purchase things, of course, that's fun. Anyone who knows me, y'all know I love spending money on buying new things, crystals and supplies and all of that, but it's not necessary. You can use what you want. If you don't have candles that shape like people, you can use regular candles. You can use birthday candles if that makes you happy. At this point, it's just really being in a place where you feel like you are comfortable, and as long as you infuse it with your intent, then you're good to go. What I'm doing right now before I fully dress my candle is I want to create the bonds that we are trying to break. Those chains that you feel like that's holding you down, those things that you feel like you can't really break from. I am about to create that with our candles. So that is the purpose of this string. You can use any string. You can use any color string. Some people like to use black string just because essentially what we're trying to get rid of is, toxic situations. And so, of course, black is always the color of protection, but a lot of people also use it as the color of negativity. And so, when you're getting rid of negativity, you want to use black. I'm actually using this natural twine. I guess you would call it twine. What it is, I don't know. string just because, for one, it burns really easy, and for two, I had an abundance of it. So there's no actual way that you need to tie your string. As long as it's on there, I am going to start from the head of my candles first, because I feel like the first thing that needs to go is your mental tie that you have to the situation. So essentially, it starts off with you thinking about that person all the time. If it's a person, if it's a situation, you're thinking about that situation on how they wronged you. And so it's definitely a mental game. And so that always starts off, hold on, I'm going to take these off until I do the oil. That always starts off the unhealthy situation is first, you are essentially always thinking about the person, you're always thinking about the situation, and it's like once it takes your mind, it pretty much takes over your whole soul, right? Well, we are here to not only get our mind back free, but also to get our energy back free from these situations. So, and I'm not the best at tying. I was not a Girl Scout, but from there, I'm gonna just start making ties throughout the body itself, just to stimulate not only the mental ties you have, but also the physical ties. Some people have been through abusive relationships. Some people have been through um, mental abuse. Y'all have been through situations that, you still cannot sleep over. PTSD over some life situations that it's time now that we reclaim our energy back. And with this blood moon, with all this retrograde, crazy energy that we are having, I'm definitely wanting it to be utilized so that we can get this energy back, harness this chaos that we're saying we are in, and get it to where enough is enough. We've given these people and these situations power over us enough. It's time that we reclaim that and we gain our energy back. They do not deserve to rule our lives. They do not deserve to have any hold over us. And we do have the power to take back what is ours and take back what we deserve. They're only as strong as we allow them to be. So as you're doing this, you're wrapping your candle, you are taking back your energy. You are infusing the string, but you're also infusing your candles with those things you want to get rid of. You're infusing it with those things you want to break. You're infusing it with those things you want to no longer have ties over you. So as you're making these knots, as you're making these tangles, as you can see, mine is very hectic. Why? Because this is the way that it's making my life feel. As I'm connected to all these negative things, it makes my life feel hectic, right? And so that's what I want to simulate in this, because I want to not only get rid of the toxic situation, but I also want to get rid of that crazy feeling that it's giving me in my life, right? So I'm just infusing that as I tie my candles. Like I said, there's no specific way you have to tie it. Some people believe you need to do 9 knots as you tie, because some people say that it's special number in 9s. Some people choose 6, some people choose 3. It really just depends on you and your lucky number. As you can see, I'm binding them pretty tight because I feel like the things that I need to be free from and some of us need to be free from are, situations that were very hard, where we felt like we could not break free. And so I want to make sure that my candle is essentially tied like that. So as you can see, for those who cannot see, my candles are tied together. Once again, this is stimulating the things we want to break free from, the things we want to let go of, the things that we do not want in our life anymore. Okay, and from there, I am getting ready to dress my candle. I'm going to put my gloves back on because this is where I put the essential oils and all that good stuff. For those who are just tuning in, I am playing some meditation music, so by all means, feel free to settle in, listen to some music, and as I am lighting these candles and I'm dressing them and I'm infusing it with my energy, by all means, send your energy and infuse it as well, because this is not only just to free me and just to free those who have, of course, paid to include their name, but also to help you as well. So if it's something you want to get rid of, you want to get over, then send that energy too, and we are going to let all of that go and let all of it burn. Okay, so before I set it on fire, I want to go ahead and dress my candle with some oils that I have, that I got just for this situation. This, of course, is my banishing oil, which is just to banish those things that we no longer want in our life, right? Not only for that, but also to protect us. I also have our love healing oil. And this, as it says, is to bring us healing from those relationships that we had that didn't go well, from those family members who said they loved us and they, treated us with harm, in those situations where, we felt like our love was taken for granted and we want our energy back from that. I am also going to infuse it with some mental healing, because not only are we wanting to reclaim our energy, but we're also wanting to reclaim our sanity. We're not wanting it to take control of our minds anymore. We're wanting ourselves to have the final say so. So we're not only going to heal our hearts, but we're also going to heal our minds. And this is our overall healing oil that I'm going to anoint with our candles, because these situations are situations that need healing. Not only do we want to reclaim our power, but we also want to start that healing. It's been enough that we have given ourselves to these situations, and we want to claim it back. This oil is reversing oil, to reverse anything negative that someone is trying to put on you and put on us. We want to banish those things and send it back to the sender. We do not want it to affect us. So we're leaving that to go back to them, because enough is enough. And the final oil that I'm going to put on there is this full moon oil, because it is a full moon. And I don't know about y'all, it's been crazy hectic energy. And I've definitely been feeling it all day. So I'm going to infuse that craziness here as well and let that work. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to coat my candle in this oil, because I definitely want to make sure it's all infused. Okay. So on top of that, I am going to add a few little herbs to help it on its way. If y'all know me, y'all know I put cinnamon on everything. Not only to speed things up and infuse it with its power, but also for its protection and all that good stuff. Have pink salt for protection, because anytime we're doing work, you want to protect yourself, but also to protect us from returning to these situations that we're binding. Because it's pointless to do a cord cutting to cut a situation and then you put yourself right back in it. I'm going to put some rosemary in here for its protection properties for the most part. All right. And now we're going to light it on fire, which y'all know is my favorite part. Always light the candle that stimulates me first, because you have to be able to light your own fire before you can help and heal somebody else. Now I'm going to light the situations that we are trying to get rid of. As the candles are burning, just focus with me, take some time, listen to the meditation music, and we are going to focus on letting the things go that no longer serve our purpose. Focus on the flame, focus on the energy around it as you watch those things that are holding you back burn and release your energy and release you and your soul, right? We're just taking some time to infuse the candles with what we are wanting, what we are wanting to let go, and what we are wanting to set free. As the flames burn, just picture that those connections that you want free are burning away with them. It's no longer controlling your mind. It's no longer controlling your thoughts. It's no longer keeping you up at night. Forgive yourself for allowing these things to happen. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to even get in these situations. Because sometimes we get in these situations and we know better. Our intuition tells us, get away from it. You shouldn't do it, whatever the case may be. And we don't listen. We still get into these situations. So you have to forgive yourself from that. Before you can heal and you can take back your power and you can take back that control, you have to forgive yourself for even being put in that situation. Sometimes we love too hard and we love too much. And with that, we allow people to still have connections to our energy because we want to heal them. It's not our job to heal them. First, we have to heal ourselves. And so cut those ties, get rid of those things that are holding you back and free yourself. So, as this full moon is giving us its energy, as we come under it and ask whatever it is that we are demanding, it's time you also demand a return of your energy. For those people that took it and didn't appreciate it, for those times you gave love and never received it, it's time for us to say, enough is enough. I want my energy back. So focus on your flame and demand that time back. Demand that love back. Demand that energy back. As the cord is burning, these are the things that were holding us. It's setting a flame and it's setting us free. It no longer can control us. It no longer can take hold of our emotions. It no longer can have us feeling any kind of way that we refuse to feel. As the candle and the flame is burning, just breathe in and out. Breathe in that freedom. Breathe in your energy that you're reclaiming. And breathe out that negativity. Breathe out those toxic connections. Breathe out those toxic holds that will no longer claim your life. Breathe in the strength and breathe out the thoughts of not being enough, the thoughts of not being strong enough. Breathe in freedom and breathe out the thoughts of bondage. Breathe out the thoughts of never making it. We will no longer let these things claim us. We will no longer let these things control us. And we will no longer sit and allow these things to tell us what we are and what we are not. We have the power to claim what we deserve, and we have the power to change our lives. As I am fusing these candles with my energy, with my power, I am infusing it with everything that I can do to break these holds for not only me, but also for you. Enough is enough, and we demand our freedom. Reclaiming my energy, reclaiming my power. Reclaiming your energy, reclaiming your power. Bryna Bailey for freedom. Bryna Bailey for peace. Bryna Bailey for love. Bryna Bailey for stability. Bryna Bailey for respect. For those who are still here, you're more than welcome to just listen to the meditation music and infuse the flame with the things you want to let go. You could speak things out loud if you want, and as you speak it, just release it. This is your time for freedom. We're demanding our energy back. We are demanding what we want back from these toxic situations and these toxic people. So as I'm infusing it with my energy, infuse it with yours as well. We're just going to let it keep burning until it fully burns out. Draw energy from the flame. Draw strength from the moon. Draw strength from the flame. Let it burn away all those ties. And as it's burning those holds, take your energy back. Demand your energy back. They no longer can have it. They no longer can control it. I wish y'all were able to actually stare into this flame, because as it's burning, the smoke is actually dancing at the bottom of this candle. Like, I know y'all won't be able to see it, but it's so fascinating. Just let it burn until it's completely done. Your candle will go out. Thank y'all for joining me for this live. I'm just going to let this continue to burn out. We are reclaiming our energy, and we are reclaiming our time. Y'all have a great night. Continue to enjoy this full moon. Love and light.